That's not where that goes. The damn hell. Am I even live? I guess I'll find out. At some point. Let me see here. Open this up. Center screen. Okay. Bitrate looks fine. How are you, Felix? Oh, you're broken. Cool. This. Let's try it again. How are you, Felix?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Oh, hello. How you doing, Penguin? Whoa. Oh, Felix, holy shnikes. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Hey, oh, Sparky Barbecue resubbing 7 months. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Let me try this again. Felix, how are you? How are you, Felix? He broken. So, oh, you know what? I think I know why. If I go to OBS. Yeah, okay. Can I edit this now? Since it was giving me issues with that. Now, can I connect?
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello? Ah, there we go. Now we're starting to cook with gas. Jeez, I know. Why is he responding so much? We have so many things to fix because apparently everything is broken. Yay! Everything is broken. God. Yeah, we pretty much are. We got to get everything back together the way it needs to be. I did miss you guys. I missed you guys a lot. So freaking much. All right, let's go. Oh, hello, everybody. Good to see you again. Eric the Virus followed the channel. What's up? Thank you for that. And I saw the Madman resubbing for the 33rd time. Yeah. Sup, Simon? It's good to see y'all. So yeah, there is... Oh, you know what? I finally figured out why Felix is going nuts. Everybody's been missing for 30 days in the stream because I haven't streamed in 3 fucking months. Oh my god, I'm so glad to be back. Like, seriously. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that the past 3.5 months have probably been the most disastrous I've ever been through. Holy shit! Well, at least it's actually working and not broken. It's true, things work, but I've got to go through and I got to do a lot of refinement, like a lot. I have so much stuff in Streamer.bot that, like, literally a lot of shit's just overlapping, and it's because I have yet to take my own advice and use bot eliminator on shit. So every now and then Felix will respond to like everybody. So yeah. Oh, and look at this. This is how much space I have with activities. I have so much space. I have so much space. This room is vastly bigger than the last one, which is awesome. Oh my god, I love having this much space to work with. But yeah, so how have you guys been? I haven't really caught up with so many of you because getting on Twitch and like communicating with you guys, or even like being able to pay attention to Discord has been a nightmare. So please tell me, how's things been? I forgot to ask, do you like guacamole? Yeah, I do like guacamole. It num-num. Ooh, it's the girl from Ipanema. Center screen. Okay. That seems to be broken. Things are not too bad. Well, all right. I will be back in about 10 minutes. See you soon. All right. Hype train. Flash coming in with that resub. Yes, thank you for that. How you doing, Flash? Choo-choo! I missed your face. I miss everybody's face. I'm glad to see y'all. It's a good time.
Come on, you mother... Oh, God! Same
shit, different day! Yes. Thank you for sending the same shit different day. That really is the summation of my streams most times. Oh, yes. Yes. Sinister Games coming in with that follow. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Yes. My gosh, Eric the Virus going crazy with Tangia here. Nerd. I forgot I enabled Tangia for you guys. So that just means that we have even more crap that's just gonna randomly play. Like, literally my streams anymore is just you guys triggering shit and me sitting here trying to talk and not get distracted by it. PC seems to be alive. Yeah, kinda. It's, I can definitely tell the motherboard is on its way out. Like the electrical fry it had like 3 years ago, it's finally starting to show its face. Hi, Crow! Ooh, welcome on in. Yeah, I have not added Lizard to this setup yet. I just haven't had time. But I do intend to get Lizard in here. Yes, shout out that Flash PC. Yes. Yes, oh god, it's good to see you all. Well, you know, or read you all, however you want to view it. There is so much I get to talk to you guys about. Now, I did stream for like 2 hours out of the hotel when, that was what, last month? And so some of you know everything that's gone on, some of you don't know. So, do you guys want a full-on 100% recap of the past 3.5 months for me? I want to steal Flash's shed. Wait, Flash has a shed? I want a shed. Can I have a shed? I like sheds. All the love to you too, darling. Yes. But yeah, if you guys want a full-on recap, it do be something of a nightmare. Oh, hey. I gotta get the shroud back over to prompter. Hang on. Cover the camera. There we go. Sassy, hello. What was that? Only if you're cool with recapping. Yes. I've had time. I've had time. There's still some. There's always going to be feelings and things that are going to be affecting me. Like it's just going to be the nature of it. Hello, Marcus. Hi. So let's start off then with we'll start off with the first thing that kind of happened in the chain. Ellie resubbing 32 months. My God. That's insane. I missed you so much too. I did. It's good to have moderators back and viewers and everything. It's so wonderful. So wonderful. So the first thing is, yay, we're moving from Anchorage, Alaska to Tacoma, Washington, essentially. And so we were really excited about it, and we had to find a house. And so we found a house on the interwebs, on a military website, no less, one that is specific for, you know, hey, we're listing this up for a military member because we want them to move into this house. There are people who do choose that because if the person doesn't pay, it's very easy to get your money. Very easy. Yo, Doom Joker. What's up, Hulk? How you doing? So we found this really awesome house that was like an unbelievable dream. Yeah, teabag me, daddy. Ooh. By the way, Eric the Virus, thanks for those 200 bits to play that stuff on Tangia. I do appreciate. So we get this house that we go through this process, and everything, like, we should have had our doubts in our head. But everything seemed too good to be true. We went through basically working with a private renter. And, oh, thank you for the additional 200. Thank you. 4 sub gifts and 400 biddies. Hell yeah. Thank you for that, guys. I do appreciate it. Choo-choo with the weird froggy thing. I even got it. Isn't that cool? Yay! It's good to be back. So we follow all the procedures of getting this house. You know, we go through, we do the whole rental agreement. We send the deposit, first month's rent, last month's rent, because some people do it that way. Okay, so we did everything we needed to do for this house. And everything appeared legit. Until we're already 2 days into driving from Anchorage. We're in the middle of Canada now. And we haven't heard from this guy. And we're trying to get in touch with him like, hey, what about this? What about this? What about this? And so we send a friend who lives actually in Seattle to the house. And come to find out there are people living in that house. We can tell because there's decorations on the front door. There's a basketball hoop. I mean, like all sorts of shit. There's cars. And it's in the middle of the night. So we realized that we got scammed out of about $11,000. So that was the first debacle, and then we were scrambling to figure out what we were going to do. Thankfully, we were able to move in to a house here on the base, and it's chief housing. So we are literally surrounded by chiefs. So we're in like chief circle. Which is great because then it's just, you know, it's, believe it or not, it's very, very quiet. So we don't have to worry about rager parties and shit in the middle of the night. I'm good with that. Plus, on the weekends, they all get together and like sit around a campfire on like Sunday nights. So yeah, it's going to be a good time. So that was like the first debacle, and it was really defeating, but you keep pushing forward, right? Well, in the middle of prepping for all the moving and everything, my sister calls and tells me that mom's in the hospital because she looked like a banana. Time to learn songs on the acoustic for campfires. If I could only play a guitar, it'd be wonderful. It really would be. However, I can't play the guitar. When I was learning, I busted up my left hand and like fractured it, and now I can't hold frets down to save my life. But anywho, so mom is basically yellow like a banana, which means she is full on jaundiced. Not a good thing. And come to find out, mom had pancreatic cancer. That not only was it a 5 centimeter mass at the head of her pancreas, it was also attaching itself to her liver and various other things. And it was very advanced. It was very aggressive. So I went and flew out, saw my mom while my wife was packing up, or went out and I flew out to see mom, say goodbye, because I knew she wasn't going to live. And then 2 weeks later, in the middle of like getting the house getting packed up and everything, I went to mom's funeral. Which that was rough, and that I'm still processing that. While we were, trying to process mom, we were also having dad, who was, his Parkinson's had advanced severely, and it was just, it was hard. It was probably one of the hardest things to go through. And so, went for mom's funeral. Okay, now we come back, we move in, we get stuck in the hotel because we have to wait for this house to be available. While we're in the hotel, my sister calls and says, Dad has a massive gash on the back of his head. It's about 4 inches. And it happened on Sunday. She's calling me on a Thursday. And no one can explain to her what happened or how he got that. And everything seemed to be like this cover-up going on about it. Like, nobody's giving us an explanation. Nobody can tell us what happened, why it happened. And then nobody's telling us the excuse they gave us of why they didn't send him to the hospital to get it looked at was that the family, aka my sister, she was the only one really making these calls, said to not do anything or call because we didn't want any help for him. Right? Like, hold the fuck up. Who says, don't send my father to any hospital and don't call me? Like, just let him fucking die. What? So we start talking to lawyers. We start talking, trying to figure out what we can do. Because this is elder abuse. I'm sorry. It's elder abuse. Hello, Gecko. Sorry, we're giving a big old recap of the past 3.5 months here. Some places can be so shady, it's awful. Oh, just hang on. So Amanda went ahead, went to the Ohio Attorney General, filed basically a report, complaint, whatever you want to call it. And Amanda knew somebody who was a lawyer for elder abuse cases. So she was consulting him, and he straight up looked at her and he goes, I'm just going to tell you right now, you can take this to court, but you're not going to win. And all they're going to want to do is settle. He's like, you're not going to get much out of a settlement. He's like, it's going to cost you more to pursue this than you're actually going to get, which is, I hate. But it was because we didn't have any tangible proof. All we had was hearsay, and they could change up everything as they wanted. Now, the fortunate thing is this guy also owned basically a nursing home, an elder care facility, and this place was amazing. They had a full-on 1950s cafe where you could get like full-on milkshakes. They had live performers come out and like have live music. They made real food, like no GFS trucks showing up or anything like that. Like no, oh, here's a big old, crap frozen food and shit. No, they actually sourced all the food locally. So all the beef was from cows right there in the area, chickens, eggs, whatever. everything was sourced there in the local area. So Dad got like super good food. And for the first time in over 10 years, he finally sat down and played a musical instrument. I mean, he sat down and played the piano. Dad hadn't picked up his saxophones, played the piano, nothing since he retired. And music was everything to him. And so that alone was a gift. And there was a night and day change in his attitude from where he was in this new place. So it was wonderful. Hello, Detroit! Messing with old people ain't it when they get caught. It's amazing. Yeah, so we got Dad out of there into a great place. Now, I'm going to go ahead and kind of jump forward a little bit. So we were like, all right, we're not going to do anything. Or no, hang on. Back up. Cuz I got to make this make sense. So, okay, we got Dad in this place. We're not going to pursue anything, whatever. 2 weeks after we get him in there, Dad died. Dad passed away. Now, beforehand, he had some really great days. He even sat and drank a beer and he had really good days, but he declined fast. And a lot of it was just, I'll be honest, once Mom was gone, he had no will to live. He really didn't. Mom was his loyalty to my mom, it really was something else, because he would always tell us kids, he's like, that may be your mother, but that's my wife. Like, no matter what, he stuck by her side. I will give him full-on loyalty points. Sucked for me as a kid, but, that's a whole different other talking point. So Dad passes away, and so, again, got to go out for another funeral. I've been to Ohio 3 times. I went to Ohio 3 times in 3 months. It's a lot of money to be throwing down. True love can't be explained. No, it can't. And I don't know. It was something else. But I was fortunate that on the last day he was conscious, Manda was able to call me when he was a little bit with it. Now, he could only open one eye halfway. And he really, he was literally laying on his side and could barely do anything. You could see it. It was coming. And so, I always knew he was scared to die. I knew that was something he was always afraid of. So I told him it's going to be okay. Amanda's going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. We're all going to be okay. You don't have to worry. And you don't have to be scared. It's going to be fine. It's going to be peaceful. And it was. He basically slowly shut down to where he fell asleep. And then he just never woke up, is essentially what happened. But after I told him all that, and I said, I love you, with pretty much the last bit of strength he had, he very softly whispered, I love you. And according to my sister, that was the last time he spoke. So, I was very thankful that I at least got to have that moment. Sucks that it was on the phone, but I at least got to have that moment. So while we're at the funeral, or after the funeral had ended, I say funeral, it was more a viewing because he's getting cremated. So my sister got a call from someone who works in the Attorney General's office for the state of Ohio. And they were asking if we had requested an autopsy. And we were like, well, no, we just kind of figured he kind of went. And the lady goes, well, we've been looking at it, and they're like, it's a little odd that your father gets injured, and then 3 weeks later, he's dead. They're like, and with the situation you're describing, something doesn't seem right. So we had to tell the funeral home, we're like, we said we were going to, to cremate him, but we need an autopsy done. And we're doing this because the state of Ohio is basically saying, we want to look into this. Can you get a autopsy and figure out what his cause of death actually was? So, yeah, there is a full-on investigation to that place started because of my dad. And you know what? I really fucking hope they go in there and they just rip that place to shreds. Because I'm sorry, if they're doing that, if they did that to my dad, who else are they doing shit like that to? Like, again, like, as I told my sister, me wanting to pursue legal action against them was never about me wanting to sue them to get money or any shit like that. It was literally, I don't want this shit to happen to any other person. Ever. So, yeah, that was, so I'm just glad that there's an actual full-on investigation happening. Jaster, thank you for the resub. 8 months! Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, thank you for welcoming me back. It's good to be back. It's a good thing out of a shit thing. Yes. Well, and you know, that's the thing. That's what Manda and I had said. We were like, you know, it sucks that it happened to happen. It had to happen to our dad. But we're thankful for the fact that that's going to be a launch point for others to be taken care of appropriately. That's a lot to take in, period. Yes. I didn't even get a chance, like, because of how rapidly everything happened and how much was happening, because there was also, you know, I'm trying to get the kids enrolled in school, get them set up.
Twitch is demanding advertisements.
You know, I'm trying to get my my kids enrolled in school. I'm trying to get us settled in a house. You know, we're working on all these different things. From the time my mom died, I did not have a moment to process her death, because it was always, I got to focus on, I got to get this move done. I've got to make sure my kids are okay. I got to make sure the cat's okay. I got to make sure the dog's okay. I got to take care of this. I got to take care of that. And then, oh, look, dad's falling apart. Okay, let's focus on dad. Okay, but I still got to do all this shit, and I got to do this. Like, it was literally non-fucking stop. Yes, I truly believe dad's going to help others. Yes. But like the nonstop of all this, I literally had multiple nights where I slept maybe 3 hours a night, and it would be back-to-back nights. I actually wound up going out and getting sleep aid gummies, and I was taking 3 or 4 of them in order to stay asleep. Like, that's how bad it was. I had to take, like, more than the recommended dose in order to get myself to sleep. Because I knew if I didn't sleep, I was going to basically fall apart. I knew what I needed to for self-care. Oh, and also on top. Yes, there is an on top with all this. Getting myself together with a primary care manager, you know, a doctor. There's no doctors available on the installation. They're all booked out and completely filled up. So I had to go out and find another one. The earliest I can get seen right now for a doctor is November 24th. That was the soonest I could find within 40 miles. The soonest I can see somebody is November 24th. So I was like, well, all right, cool. How the hell am I going to be able to take care of my medications? And also, I need a referral in order to go see an ophthalmologist for my eye condition, which that's the biggest pressing point right now, is the fact that I'm running out of medicine and I don't know what to do. So I actually had to call back to Anchorage, and the ophthalmology department I was seeing, and I'm like, look, is there a way you can send a prescription to Express Scripts where they ship me my medication until I can get seen by somebody? Because the process you have to go through with TRICARE is literally, you can't just go and see an ophthalmologist. You have to see a primary care manager first. You have to get their recommendation. Once they say we're going to do a referral, then you have to contact TRICARE and say, okay, I have this referral. Can I get someone? And TRICARE has to then make the determination whether they're going to allow it or not. Like, adding that on top of everything, it's just like, I'm surprised I haven't given up on life. Pretty much a real living nightmare scenario. Hopefully you get it all wrapped up and sorted and start. Yeah, I'm hoping so too. Is it Raj or Rage? I think that's supposed to be Rage. Hello! Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing, Red? Oh my god, heard you were on. Happy to see you. It's good to see you guys again. It really is. Prior authorization hell with too many hoops to jump through. Oh yeah, that's been... My eye condition is straight up prior authorization bullshit. And I've always had to jump through hoops, but this is the worst hoops I've had to jump through.
Seconds. Please be ready for
Raj. Okay, Raj. I missed you too, Jeremy. Can we ban 2025? I just want it to be over. But then I'm going, is 2026 going to be any better? Because right now, the way shit has been going, oh, Raj. Got it. Scottish. Hell yeah. I love Scottish people. I love your accent. Your accent is Scottish accents are amazing. Oh, what? What's this? Shit. Ads. I think in 2026 we're going to have Flaming Cheeto enemas. God, I hope not. It's true. Is it Bambi? Brave Little Toaster? I'm just kidding. I don't have Brave Little Toaster in the lineup. Speaking of Alien, oh, what a good series. Alien Earth has been amazing. I've been absolutely in love with it. Wow, Revenge of the Nerds. Out of all things, Revenge of the Nerds. Wow. Alien Earth has been excellent. Can't wait for more. Oh, God, yes. Alien Earth is going to be amazing. Or has been amazing. I still need to finish it. I haven't... I think I have 2 more episodes to finish up. I personally love how they were able to keep the feeling of the first Alien movie and also expand upon the lore simultaneously and do it so well. Like, the new creatures they brought in are fantastic. The cast of characters is extraordinarily well done and sits so well with that universe. Like, the messages of Ridley Scott's original Alien is exactly what Alien Earth has. And it has been so well done. Like, we haven't had this good of Alien since, arguably, Alien 2. So, super, super happy with the series. So, if you're into sci-fi horror, it is definitely one to watch. if you have ever watched Alien and thought it was a really good movie, or Aliens, either one of those, if you ever liked those movies, you will absolutely love Alien Earth. It is done so well. Mac and Me is a great classical alien movie. Oh, absolutely. 100%. Mac and Me is the ultimate sci-fi movie. The Last Dragon. Oh, God. I don't think I have. Oh my God, I love that. It is still one of the funniest things. God, the best running gag ever. All to Paul Rudd on that one. Ooh, I have over 1,000 points still. You know what this means? Oh no. Oh no. But no, I have not seen The Last Dragon. That's one I'll probably have to pick up. Because me, okay, first, what do you call really old? That's it. Because honestly, to me, 80s cinema is the best. Ah, shit. And it's comprehensive. What? What? What is this? It's from the 80s, I think. Oh, okay. So perfect. I love 80s movies. That's my era. Of course, I was born in 85, so that works. But this, whatever this... I don't think I like this. It's too freaky. Okay, this guy looks like he was the guy in Zero Dark 30. He played John Connor in a really terrible Terminator movie. You know who I'm talking about? He looks like that guy. Really weird face and crazy hair. Sure enough. All right. So what you guys want me to do is actually like make myself look like that in real time. You want me to be able to like completely distort my body to have super long legs or super long arms or a really fat body, right? Or squared. Ah, that's his name. Ah. Thumpasaurus, huh? So this was brought up, what, 2 years ago? I want to know what they used to make the distorted body thing. I want to know what program they use. Lizard, 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 lizard. What a weird ass frickin' thing. Now it's going to be in my head. I've been sitting on that for a few months now. Ah, fair enough. Oh, it would be extra trippy while high. Oh, no shit. Could you imagine being tripping on shrooms or something like that and being like, I think he's coming out of the screen. I remember. Oh, never mind. Nope. Nope. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Everyone all bendy in that video. Like, yeah. Well, so I would like to know. I would like to know what program they use to really distort the body, because I have ideas. Oh, but yeah, so I didn't really have any plans of like what we were going to stream or anything like that. Literally I was just like, I need to get back into the groove, because it's been a struggle for me to even like get my brain in a mindset to stream. So like, I don't know. I've been having a hard time like wanting to dive back into Streamer.bot. I've been having a hard time really trying to get back into making the things that I like to make. And so it's just, I don't know. I'm hoping that this stream can help kind of get me jump started again. Would probably be After Effects. I need to learn After Effects. I use DaVinci Resolve, the free version, because I'm poor. Yeah, I have After Effects because my sister lets me use her copy of it. I don't know if she's going to keep it going, because she quit photography. She's done with photography. So I don't know if I'll have access to that forever, but I would still like to learn After Effects. Fap Lizard, yeah. Let me tell you the painkillers they had me on post-surgery in the hospital. Man, I thought I was in Hunter S. Thompson world. At one point, I saw 7 women with new eyes and wedge haircuts singing the theme to Flipper to me. Were you in some sort of twisted Silent Hill? Hello, Steve's very own. Thank you for coming in. Sorry to hear about your struggles. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna get through it. You know, I think we're finally coming out the other side. There's still a lot I'm processing. There are times I sit down and I start crying. I have a couple things from my dad. Like, I have my dad's glasses. And so when I see my dad's glasses, I start falling apart with that. But I also have a few other things of his that really bring back a lot of like memories of him and whatnot. Yeah. Missed your face. I missed your words. I'd say your face, but I don't see your face when I'm streaming. But I do miss your guys' faces on streams, and I hope to be back into them. Working on that. After Effects is way more powerful and worth learning. I'd be more than happy to assist with some stuff to get you into it. I make Streamer.bot stuff too, and I use After Effects to polish it off nicely. See, so I've been the guy who does a lot of stuff with free tools. And that's mainly because, I try to operate on a budget because I'm already operating at a loss. Because anytime I get money, I either dump it back into, into the community, or people who are streamers that should be recognized and need that support. I try to push that back out. But then I also, I have the Winnable Wednesday stuff, and, I constantly do upgrades. So I'm like, I never hold on to the money. But I would like to learn After Effects. I think that will be something I'm going to put on the goal for the end of next year. Is by the end of next year, I would like to have a solid a solid working knowledge and ability to use After Effects. So I have to fit that in with how busy all my shit winds up being. So it's going to happen, buddy. What's going to happen? I sent Gecko Flash and Ellie something sus about a stuffed dolphin that has a naughty attachment. Oh, really? You got this. Feels like we haven't missed a beat. Aw. Thanks. How's it going? Hope all is well. You know what? We're hanging in there, AK. We're holding in there. You know, I explained at the beginning basically how the past 3.5 months have been pure hell. Like the literal pure hell. But there are things that how do I want to say this? I'm normally a pessimistic guy. Like, literally, I'm normally pessimistic. However, I have taken a lot of comfort in being able to use something that, my mom always said. And I didn't really understand this thing that my mom, very religious. I didn't realize how religious mom was. I always thought she was kind of hypocritical with it, but I never really understood like how devout she was. When the last 2 weeks of her life, she never changed. You would have never, like, if you had just walked in and you had known her for a long time and you just walked in, you would have never known that she had cancer. You wouldn't have known that she knew she was going to die. And literally, she was just like, I know where I'm going. I have no doubt about it. And I know God's going to take care of me. And it was just like, her faith was so goddamn strong. It really actually affected me. It changed a lot of my perspectives about my mother. It really did. But there's one thing she would always tell me throughout my life that I never really, how do I want to say? You heard it so much that you just kind of were like, oh my God, whatever, Mom, shut up. But here's her thing. It was anytime she would have a problem, she'd write it down on a piece of paper. Then she'd crumple it up, say, God, I give this to you, and then throw it away. And then she would never think of it again. And anytime she would struggle, that's how she kind of went through, right? Oh, MMD! Hello, I meant to respond to your DM. I will respond. I'm sorry. But good to see you, guys. It's good to see you, buddy. So with that, when it came to finding out we got completely defrauded on the house and lost, $11,000. Normally I would have panicked. Normally I would have completely panicked and my anxiety would have went overboard and crazy. And then instead, what happened was we still have money. We can still afford to eat. We still have a roof over our head. My kids are still happy. My wife is still happy. I'm still happy. We can still get through this move. We're fine. And basically through all of that, I've been able to take this approach of I'm not in danger. I'm not dying. I may be sad, but I still have a home. I still have the ability to eat. And, we can continue to live. And those have become like the things I have focused on is that are we like basically on the verge of being homeless? No, then we're fine. So something about my mom's death awakened a positivity in me I didn't know I had. And so, out of everything bad, there's always something good that comes out of it. And a lot of times you don't know what that good is. Other times you do. In this case, I do know the good that came out of it is that I now have a completely transformed view of my mom. Doesn't negate all it doesn't negate all the emotional and mental abuse that happened when I was a kid. However, I also understood that she did the best she could with what she knew. And I know that she did love me, even though that love did get shaky at times. So it's definitely been something of a whirlwind understanding that, but it definitely changed it to where I have a vastly more positive outlook on things. And so I can actually, like, in full confidence say, when you guys are like, how are you doing? Like, if you're asking me how I'm actually doing, I can tell you, I'm actually doing okay. I actually feel like I am okay, and I can move forward. I do get sad, yes, but I'm okay. So, again, it's been weird. It is, and the more time I've had to really think about it and go through my grieving process, the easier it's starting to become. I'll tell you, man, with that type of devastation of that whole thing, I can not only say, as a friend, I was so proud of how you dealt with it, just because I knew how much of a shitty situation that is. You know, there was a point when when it was the realization that Dad was going to die, I started laughing a little bit with my sister. And Amanda and I have a very odd approach to death. We make so many more jokes, and we poke so much fun at things, much more when we're having to deal with death. So when I started making jokes, she laughed, and she understood that that's just how we are. But I was like, I did say that I just wanted him to hang in there until I got moved. And he really did wait until I moved. I mean, we basically got the house, didn't have any of our stuff, and he was like, all right, we're done. So, I mean, I can't be upset. It makes me happy to hear that, and I love that positive idea concept. Well, the thing is, it's something I've always tried to put into the stream, and something I've always encouraged you guys is to have that positivity and always keep moving forward. No matter how shitty stuff seems, you can keep moving forward. Then, we made the network as a way to give that emotional support, to give you when shit's down, when you are hitting that wall and you're ready to give up, you have people you can come to and, get that support from. Hi, TD, I see you. Am I sure about that? Actually, for once, yes. And that's amazing to hear. You can still pull positivity from the negativity and find happiness in life. Thanks to your mom. Shout out to her. Shout out to you. I appreciate you sharing this. I am very happy sharing my life. I'm very happy to, give my perspectives on how I have transformed over time, how I have grown. I mean, that's something I absolutely love to do. I love to be able to move forward, grow, become better, and I want to inspire you guys to be able to do the same. I want you guys to feel like you have that ability to continue doing the things you're passionate about, the things you love, and not give up on it. I mean, I really, I don't care really what you believe in. I don't care, again, I don't do politics. I don't do religion in chat and all that stuff, mainly because I don't want people to feel like they're getting excluded. So I don't really, because for me, I don't really care. That's not what it's all about to me. To me is, are you a human being who's trying to do the best you can? Are you trying to move forward with your life? And are you trying to do something that positively affects you and the world around you? That's all I care about. And so, I'm trying to, I try to be the example of that. And now I feel like I have a little bit more validation in myself and a little bit more courage to it. So, since knowing OSU, I've seen so much growth and positive change. A lot of it has been therapy. A lot of it has been self-realization. And a lot of it is the wife. My wife is a very positive person, and she has a profoundly wonderful impact on me. Unfortunately, I gotta go, but I'm glad I got to hear you talk about your mom. That was inspiring. Aww. All right, MMD. We love you, buddy. Bye. I hope I didn't make you blush, but honestly, the day you asked me to be a part of the network because you saw something in me, I still cherish that moment because your support, along with everybody in the network, I have never gotten that type of support my whole life. And you guys, to accept me for what I am and what I do means the absolute world to me. I know. Well, I think the thing we all fail to realize at some point is that we're not alone. There's always a point in our lives where we always get this, I'm alone. Nobody feels the way I do. Nobody's going through what I'm going through. Nobody understands this. And the thing is, there are people that understand. You are never alone because out of 8 billion people on this planet, there's at least one person who fully understands what you're going through. At least one. But the odds are in your favor that it's vastly more than one. So, you know, I remember so long ago, even when I first started streaming, that I really felt like nobody understood who I was, and nobody was going to care about this awkward guy who decided to just try this for shits and giggles and really never watched streamers before. I was just doing it because I was full-fledged, didn't know what to do with my anxiety. And it just, the realization of knowing that you're not the only one is so profoundly effective. And you know, anybody who watches, I always want you to realize you're not alone in what you're going through. There are people out there going through it with you. And having that empathy for anyone is wonderful. What fool put a carpet on the wall? Oh. I have therapy session for Wednesday morning. I really look forward to getting back into therapy because I kind of need it with everything that happened through the summer. There are things that I'm not going to be comfortable talking about on stream because there are some sensitive situations that happened in my past that, yeah. They're ones that are not exactly ones you want people to know because they actually are embarrassing, even though I wasn't the one who, I wasn't the instigator, I guess. Since I've been sick and stuck in a wheelchair, you and all of the amazing people in the network have been so amazingly supportive and a positive influence, so welcoming, loving, and fun. I'm glad to hear that, and that's what I've been trying, you know, not just me, that's the thing. That's what my goal was initially, and the fact that so many of you have also taken that up, and also have gone, I also want to, you know, make it a positive influence, and I want it to be welcoming, I want it to be loving, I want it to be fun, I want people to feel comfortable. The fact that I'm not the only one trying to do it, that I have so many of you with me, helping me to do that. It really has been, it's been absolutely amazing, really. It really has. That's understandable, but the past is the past. The past is the past, but there are things that, for me to understand from the past, understanding maybe why either I reacted a certain way or somebody else reacted a certain way, understanding where the disconnect was helps me to understand and reconcile, grow, and move on. Because for someone with like me with such a severe anxiety disorder that gets me so hyper fixated on simple little things, it sometimes gets to be like this obstacle you can't move past. So, damn it, Mark is so slow. You need to get me something else to play. What? Damn it, Marcus, so slow. You need to get me something else to play. What? Why? What? Huh? What did Marcus do to you? Did he get you onto Fortnite? Are you go Power Rangering? I will say, I'm gonna blame Simon real quick for the addiction of Satisfactory. I'm not gonna lie when I say the addiction I wound up with to that game is ridiculous. Satisfactory? Yes. I literally, it's as like, as soon as everybody's in bed, I'm on that, and I'm on for like 5 hours. I don't sit and game like that anymore. Most of the time I game for like 2 hours, and I'm like, all right, I'm cool. But this game, I can't stop thinking about. I can't stop going, how do I improve? How do I improve? I need it to be more efficient. I needed to do this. I needed it literally, it started to consume me a bit. What game? Satisfactory. No, I need more music to play on my radio.
In 30 seconds.
It's Sub's fault he got me into it. Well, you got me into it, so ipso facto, it can be Sub's fault, but it's also your fault. Next, it says you can add him if you need a friend. We'll see. I think I may actually start a new one to do with friends. That would be fun. Oh, all right. I guess we're doing ads. Ads. What movie we got here? Here. What ad? What movie? Ah! Oh, I know what this is. Yay. Cornetto. Take the blame assignment. Yeah, right. We need to... What was that? We need to do a New World multiplayer. That would be fun. I take 50%. 50% is fine. I can accept that. Hot Fizz! Yes. Yes, Hot Fizz. Yarp. Hot Fizz is the game. Really? I thought it was, drink this hot Kool-Aid, brother. I made this for you! Kingsman. Oh, Kingsman's wonderful. Oh, maybe it is Kingsman. Maybe it is Kingsman. I may be wrong. He also had, I thought about getting Factorio. I'll be honest. I didn't think Satisfactory was gonna be the one, because I was like, I don't know, building it in first person, I was so wrong. Oh, it is Kingsman Golden Circle. Well done. Well done. Oh, I love Hot Fuzz. Sergeant Angle. Have you ever fired your gun in the air while yelling, ah? Wait, why? I didn't do it. And then it says Marcus Soflo. Okay, so... Okay, you know, there's so much shit that is, that needs to be fixed. But Marcus, you got the points for being a cinephile. You got that achievement, so you're good. That's something else I'm working on, is I do want to provide, like, more interactive games you guys can trigger. I do have one in development. Wait till you play Dyson Sphere Project. I have had that one on my wish list for a while, and I just never get around to getting it because I'm always poor when it goes on sale. I also have a stupid backlog. Stupid backlog. I can't wait for Honeycomb. Honeycomb? Steam game? Hold on. I don't know this one. I want to know this one. All right. Hang on. We're going to bring this up because I needs to know. Oh, Lord, the adjustments I'm going to have to make. Here, let me scoot over a smidge. I guess Steam doesn't want to wake up. I'm clicking it and it doesn't want to do anything. Okay. It doesn't want to wake up. I guess we can do it in a browser. Hang on. Whoop. All right. Browser source this sheet. Oh, nope. Apparently opening that and calling it names made it happen. Ooh, a new Call of Dragon sponsorship is available. Okay. Shift. Walk. And then you said Honeycomb. So Honeycomb, the World Beyond? This one? Steam has no Steam today. No, it just took it a while. Honeycomb is most likely a game that ends with a commercial for Honeycomb cereal. Oh, damn it. It's going to make me hungry then.
Whispering wind and rustling grass. I've only ever heard them on recordings. The planet has been slowly wasting away for generations.
Ooh.
And we became prisoners of our arcs. My brother was obsessed with the old world. A world where we lived in nature. I promised I'd do my best to bring it back. I was working hard to get into the labs. That's when the news about Operation Honeycomb broke out. Could we find salvation in the stars? Would I ever see the Earth covered in green?
Interesting. Ooh. Ooh. Irish, yes. Really, when it comes, really, the UK just has a bunch of accents I absolutely love. It's, aw, I want to pet critters. All right. That's getting added to my wish list. That looks, I'm not going to lie, that looks awesome. So, I gets it. Yeah. That actually looks like a really fun game. Of course, I love the recommendations had Satisfactory and Pal World, which are both the games I've been playing through the summer. Subnautica-esque. I never played Subnautica. Again, I have a hard time like getting around to all the games. Like there's so many games I still need to finish. There's still games I need to start. It's hard. It's really, really hard to get around to everything. There's so many games that I want to play. And I started way too late on actual PC gaming. Because I was such a console peasant for a while. Yeah, Subnautica. I know it's gotten some great reviews, but like, I don't know. Oh, I have it? When did I get it? No. Subnautica is already in your Steam library? What? When did I get it? Depths of an alien underwater world filled with wonder and peril. craft equipment, pilot submarines, and outsmart wildlife to explore lush coral reefs, volcanoes, cave systems, and more, all while trying to survive. I like it. But I think, you know what? The idea always appealed to me. I think the thing I'm always nervous about is games with water always piss me off. Like, water games that always have some sort of water level piss me off. And I'm scared that because this is all in the water, I'm going to get really pissed off. I'm jelly because there's a game on Steam that's not on console. And I'm mad. Which game? I don't think I've ever played a PC game besides Solitaire or Minecraft, I'm assuming? Or Mine. Oh, Minesweeper. That's what you're talking about. So the stuff that was included on Microsoft. Got it. Oh. I'm trying to understand when I got this and how I got this. I didn't buy it. It wasn't gifted to me. I know that. I don't know where I got this. Just Deconstruction Simulator? I think I remember seeing that one. No. So, this one, right? Ooh. Demolition Simulator offering you complete freedom of action and a wide variety of contracts to complete. Ooh. So you destroy stuff and get money out of it? But do they have anything bigger than a house? See, I'd probably play this more than House Flipper. You know what? Flash, you make a good point. Humble Bundle is probably where I got it. Ooh, speaking of, okay. I'm going to add this to my wish list real quick. Speaking of Humble Bundle, have you guys seen the stuff on Humble Bundle right now? Let me affiliate push this real quick. Waiting for Power Wash 2. Nice. Star Rupture. Cool. Let's go to the hang on. Let's go to the bundles real quick because seriously, guys, there's some good shit in here. So the Remedy 30th anniversary, if I remember right, was great because you get Alan Wake 2, Quantum Break, Control, the original Alan Wake, 2 Max Payne's, Death. Like, look at this. This is an amazing set of games. And you will get all 10 of them for $27. Like, that's fucking good. And then there was a few others that I was like super awesome. Oh, the Lego Worlds Collide. If you love the Lego games, 100%, this is worth it. I'm not a Souls-like person, but they do have a Souls-like pack. I think it was the Funky Physics one was also one. Yeah, the Funky Physics. Hard Space Shipbreaker, Instruments of Destruction, Goat Simulator 3. What else was in here? Besieged, Stick Figure, the Stick Figure Fight game. Like, yeah. So if you guys do, like, ever do Humble Bundle, if you use my link to basically go to Humble Bundle, it should credit me, and I should get, like, a portion, a little small portion. It's like using my link on Humble Bundle legitimately helps me. Speaking of, let me Here we go. Where is Stream Tools? Oh my god, I gotta get used to all this. I redid all of it again. Where is my folder for... I had one for my affiliate stuffs. Is it in that? Why do I have two of them? I have two of them? Anyway. The name is really fun to say. Humble Bundle. I know, right? Ah, crap. Okay. I'll have to figure it out. So I switched to, by the way, I switched to Firefox for my primary browser away from Chrome. And now I'm having to like relearn stuff. So yeah, I'm getting a little lost in my own stuff. Where is it under G? Yesh. Okay, I'm gonna bring up Chrome. Do. See, this is actually organized correctly. I haven't done Firefox correctly yet. Oh my god, YouTube, stop blowing up my notifications. Holy cow, did everybody just post videos all of a sudden? Damn. Crap. Is it that? It is not. No. Where's my, is it this? Maybe I did it wrong. Crap! Oh no! I don't know how to get into it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I stopped using Chrome, but I switched to Mozilla Firefox. There were some updates to Mozilla that I went, oh, yep, totally doing it. Totally gonna do it. So, like their privacy on it is now just even better than it used to be. All right, well, I was gonna get the link. I was gonna like generate links for each one of the bundles to make it easier. But we'll just use the general. So, Shabbat. So yeah, if you guys would be so kind, this link right here, you click that anytime you go to Humble Bundle, and I get some monies. It won't be much. I think I get like maybe 2% or something like that. It's like pennies for me, but it's still something. Also, ooh, I don't think I have it set up yet. I'm also a StreamUp affiliate. You know, Andy Lippy and TD's, and Waldo and Silverlink. I am affiliated with those guys. It's awesome. Monk! Subscribe for 13 months. Welcome back, buddy. Thank you for the resub. I do appreciate it so much. But yes, I'm officially a StreamUp affiliate. I'm so happy about it. So if you guys wind up, I've still got to get it all squared away and everything. But basically, you know, if you use my link to go to StreamUp, then I get credit for, you know, getting you to go to their site. And then, yeah, I get a little bit of money. These are all just like simple ways to help me out, which I love. Now, what was the one again? I'm sorry. Simon. It was, what was that game again? Let me go back. Star Rupture. That's it. All right, let's take a look. You have my curiosity. Ooh. Oh no, it's Factorio again! Not really. Interesting. First person, open world base building game with advanced combat and tons of exploration. Play alone or in a group. Extract and manage resources. Create. So, what I'm getting is this would be like an interesting cross between Satisfactory and Helldivers. You guys are gonna make me go broke. Look at, like, oh my god, that's Satisfactory right there.
Gameplay showcase. Star Raptor at its core is a co-op base builder. Let's kick off the presentation with our main base, the kind you will be able to construct with your co-op buddies.
Butch skin tights. I don't know. Max Payne, I think, did get down to $10 at one point. Now that I'm thinking about it.
First, raw ore is transported from the extractors up the hill via our smart drone network. Down here, you can see how the factory works. Our smelter
I like that. I like the smelters doing the pouring of liquid metal. That's a cool effect.
the factory line to the assemblers.
I also like the color scheme they went with.
It's so satisfying to see the whole process.
That orange and teal together, it really works.
Let's jump to our second player, who's working at a smaller outpost. This one is focused on wolfram extraction. As you can see, the real target here isn't wolfram at all. It's that mercenarizing purple gas.
Oh, the purple. Yes, you like the purple. CD keys used to have good deals, but not anymore. Yeah. I have No Man's Sky. I haven't played it in a very long time. I will stay awesome, mate. Monk. I'm trying to. Sorry, for some reason the chat paused. My bad.
But here's the catch. The player can collect that resource. Not yet.
Not yet. Why not?
Where teamwork comes in.
I'm trying to pin down this accent. What accent is this?
Our first player puts a way to unlock that ability right from the corporate terminal in the Habitat module. The fun thing about our Habitat is that you can arrange them in various machines.
Hang on. I feel like I'm sitting really low.
Additional functional units, however you like. Turns out, one of the corporations our prisoner engineers work for, in exchange for clearing their debts, has the tech.
The hell?
Automatic, but hidden-free extraction becomes available once you reach level 3rd in Selenium 4. Let's go get it. Right now, we need a new production line of annual.
No.
Placing too many machines overpowered our power grid.
Girl, why were you asking about No Man's Sky? Was there a reason?
No building drone.
Like, were you just looking for somebody to play with? It's been a very long time.
Of course, other buildings as well.
Like, I think it's been about a year and a half for me. So I'm sure I have some settlements that are really pissed off. This looks really fun. I'm not gonna lie, but I want to see the like the first-person shooting aspect. There was an update. Ooh.
Meteors can also contain different minerals, so it's always worth
That's an interesting drill.
keeping an eye out for them.
I gotta really step up my ability to model in Blender so I can make cool shit like that. Because right now I can't. My shit is so simplistic.
You play as a prisoner, working out your sentence.
Yo, Pyreneus, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you again, my friend.
And deliver resources while
It's
surviving.
Pi, yes. I keep seeing the commercial for the game Eve, and always wondered what it was all about. Oh my god. Like, Eve Online? How do we describe Eve Online here? It is... It's basically completely community driven. And it has developed its own economy that has actual real monetary value attached to it. So I remember this battle that had ensued, and like the lengths to like how everything went off in this was so ridiculous that like it literally took months to plan it out. And they had basically had a guy in one faction act like he was brand new, build up this arsenal to infiltrate and basically be a spy within a, you know, an opposing faction, and spent months basically being in there and being a mole inside of everything. And this massive space battle happened, and like literally the opposing side that the mole was against or something like that basically eliminated. I think the estimated value was like something like $150,000 of investment. Like it was so, I don't know. Like I remember reading stories about it and being like, this is insane. Like, there are people who spend real money and really invested in it.
Nom, nom, nom.
Nom nom nom. It's a nom nom treat. Aw. I'm out of that. Silent Hill full game trailer just dropped. Really?
Sir,
Okay.
this is your 5-minute warning. Twitch is demanding advertisements.
Hang on a minute. Like a brand new Silent Hill trailer? Four hours ago. All right. Oh, crap. Shit. Forget I can't do that on this, Is there a way I can make it just bigger? No, 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 no. Stop. Shit, what did I do? I don't know my control. Theater mode. Well, that... There we go. Ah, that's what I wanted, is theater mode. And then edge to edge. There we go. All right. So wait, this is going to be Silent Hill in Japan?
For today only, this will be our secret. But if it happens to remain alive even after today, as your sister, I'll kill you if I must. For his as well.
What the fuck? That's fortissimo. That F is how fortissimo is signified in music. I wonder if the design of the F is significant. It is pretty. It looks, yeah, very brutal. The dev from Originizer is apparently making a true crime game, and they came in my store. Ooh, Gecko. The other Gecko that I know. Silent Hill gives me nightmares. Oh yes, this one I may pick up. That really did fucking intrigue me. There were some visuals in it that made me go, okay, may have to do this. I'm not a horror game person because they scare the shit out of me, but I may do it. I told you to put you on the list for it as well. Yay! Yeah, I know I've been gone. I am surprised at how much I actually really got interested in that. I'm going to watch it again just because...
This is a reminder that ads will begin in 30 seconds. Please be ready for them. Resetting the timer. 5 minutes till ads.
I have to say, I'm rather jealous.
The blood on the socks, man. Ah. Silenced! Resubbing 11 months. Thank you for that, buddy. How you doing?
If it happens to remain alive even after today, as your sister, I'll kill you if I must. For his
Oh, that thing is ugly, but not as ugly as the other thing. This thing. Oh my god, the hair. With the long hair like it was a person at one point. Just Good. Installing some Wi-Fi's. Hey, there you go. That right there is what's capturing me. Like the flowers blooming out and then the tendrils and all that like legitimately captures my attention. I just can't help it though. That F. Cause okay. Like it looks so strikingly similar. We'll move it here. Like it's not italicized, but it's the same design. And so to me, I sit and look at that and I'm like, what significance would it have? Like it's so stupid close. The only thing missing is really you know, the flare here at the bottom. That's all that's missing from it. And so I don't know. I'm wondering. The F stands for fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Japan calligraphy. I mean, yeah, it could just be that it's just happenstance, but I don't know. Sometimes when they make stuff like this, I just don't feel like there is, you know, they just did it because it looked pretty. I always feel like there is, they think this kind of shit so thoroughly. And I'll be honest, when it comes to the Japanese, they are very, very well educated in music. And so that's why I'm like, this design cannot just be a coincidence. The F in Silent Hill, F likely represents the Japanese kanji fu, meaning rotting or decaying, which aligns with the... Ah, okay, okay. Okay, well... I'll just go fuck myself. Ding! Guys had to ruin my fun. Okay, and there was The Mask 3. Is that a legit thing? Ultimate Studios. That doesn't look right.
This is a reminder that ads will begin
This
in
looks
30
AI.
seconds. Please be ready for them.
Because Huh. Oh, there we go. Concept. First, let's run off fun ads. What movie we got this time? I don't even know what the hell that is. Gene, you thirsty? Yes, but I don't have any alcohol. So don't press it. On par with Back to the Future 4, right? Yeah, sorry, buddy. I haven't had... Tico. Okay. The Tico, I don't know why it keeps bugging out. I'll have to figure that out at some point. Oh, yes. Yes, the new Anaconda. Hell yeah. Actually, I haven't done this for you guys. I just realized. Hang on. Wife texted. Oh, King Ralph. What a great movie. Aw. My cat thing, it got delayed. I just realized you guys haven't seen, yeah, you guys haven't seen what what I've done in here so far. It's not decorated yet, but I am working on that. But I thought I'd give you a small tour. Is this the right way? This is the right way.
I'm so small. Oh, look at me, I'm so small. Okay. Hi!
So, we give you a tour real quick of the setup. So, one, I have a fridge in here now. Look at that, guys. I have a fridge. Yay! I'm so happy. Like, you have no idea. But, I am getting things kind of set up pretty well. And, of course, I'm dragging the mic around so you can hear me. I actually have to, sorry. I have to close the door over somewhat, otherwise the door shows up and the green screen goes away, so yeah, that sucks. But yeah, this is how clean the setup is looking right now. It'll get screwed up in time. And then I've got something I can actually store stuff now. Woohoo! It's so wonderful. But it's still a work in progress. So, you know, I'm just happy because now I've got my 49-inch ultra-wide. I have it mounted now. So I can actually, like, move it around, which is nice. I got to work on something for the prompter because right now that looks like it wants to completely give up. And that's no bueno. But yeah, super happy that I can finally get to my stream decks easily. That makes me super happy. So, it's so wonderful, let me tell you. Digging the digs, yeah. I have a fridge too. Yeah, but this is the first time I've been able to have the fridge in the office. Like, it is so nice to be able to be like, oh my god, I don't have to hit be right back and go all the way downstairs and do all that. And then Scarlett being like, well, what do I get? What do I get? You know, it's nice to be able to just right there. So, in the spirit of that, I'm going to get a drink. And what do I choose? What is it I choose? Well, oh, hang on. Let me do it this way. So, here, from the fine North American continent, we have clearly Canadian wild cherry, a sparkling water that is divinely delicious. I used to drink the crap out of this in the early 90s. They still come in the glass bottles, but I found them in cans, which is much more economical for me. But oh my god, I'm not one for carbonated water drinks, the fizzy drinks. This shit, I'm all about. Oh god, that's so good. Haven't seen that in forever. I know, right? They have them up here in Washington, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so wonderful. Literally one of my favorites. Like, I love this shit. Damn, that's delicious. Probably not good for me, you know, when I sit here and have to talk all the time. Carbonation is not exactly something that's good for you to do. But how am I liking Washington? So it's expensive up here. It really is expensive. Like, gas right now is sitting just under $5 a gallon. And so the price of things does suck. However, I absolutely love it up here. It's gorgeous. And when it comes to education, Izzy being in 6th grade, being in middle school, we went to her school, and I absolutely love the way they do it. So instead of having the typical, 90 to 100 is an A and 80 to 89 is a B, all that stuff, they actually do it to where 85 means you are meeting the expectations, which is essentially the A. And then an actual A, going above 85, then is considered exceptional, which means you are beyond the expectations. You're doing way more than the expectations. And so they don't really focus on, what is your percentage and are you memorizing this information and putting it down correctly on a test? They actually allow the students to, they test, and if they want to improve, they can retake the test as many times as they want. What the school looks for is competency over just memorization. And my God, to finally have a school in the United States who gets it, that it's very much competency, critical thinking over memorizing a bunch of names and dates. I love that. The stuff that they are integrating is unbelievable. So for math, they even though it's 6th grade, they do 6th grade, 7th grade combined. Like, they try to advance the students beyond to where even next year, if they get that advanced, they can potentially then start doing algebra. And I'm like, algebra in 7th grade that's insane. But at the same time, I'm also like, that's fantastic, because if we wind up moving, Izzy's then ahead of the curve. So I'm really impressed. I mean, going through that school and meeting all the teachers and how they approach things, and really, Izzy absolutely loves it. So the education is by far probably my favorite thing. It's expensive here, but they actually invest in the programs that contribute to betterness, like an overall better society. I'm very happy with the fact that the things that are here that you are paying your taxes for are working the way you would expect them to work. So far I have been very happy with how things are up here. Yeah. So I'm loving Washington. There are times I do miss Anchorage, and a lot of that really is I miss the view I had. I really love just sitting in the backyard and just seeing nothing but mountains. Just absolutely gorgeous. Here it's not too bad. I have amazing, gigantic evergreen trees. And we have so many deer. It is unbelievable. I see deer daily, and not just 1 or 2 of them. I'm seeing huge groups of deer. So we get a lot of wildlife. There are bear warning signs everywhere, so we do get some grizzly bears. But overall, I've been very happy with it. Yes, on a clear day. So when there's no overcast, here on the base, you can see Mount Rainier. You can see it clear as day, and it's really a sight to behold. That is something that I know Kristen wants to go and hike through, and I'm like, you realize Mount Rainier is much bigger than most of the things you've experienced. So, but yeah, I love it. And then we did get to go to the Washington State Fair, and I've been to a lot of state fairs in my life in various different states. I have never once been to one that was that clean. I mean, when I'm saying clean, I mean there was zero trash on the ground anywhere. Zero trash. All the bathrooms were spotless clean, and actually smelled like you would want a bathroom to be, where it's not oh my God, who dropped it? Ayo, a delight. It's great to see you again. It's great to have you back again. Thank you for 13 months. I do appreciate it, my friend. How are things? A state fair clean? Yeah. No fucking joke. Washington State, the Washington State Fair, super goddamn clean, and I honestly thought it was a really fun time. They have some really interesting food takes up here that I was like, okay, I'm looking forward to going next year to where, you know, I'm not financially constricted from moving and various other things that failed. But I mean, there was a lot to explore with it. It was pretty big, and yeah, I absolutely recommend it. And I also love the name of the town that it's in. Puyallup. 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 I've been okay. I've been hanging in there. Hope all has been well on your end. It was a nightmare 3.5 months. I lost both my mother and father, as well as I got scammed on a house, and various other things. It literally, if it could have gone wrong, it did go wrong, is essentially what it is. But as I said earlier in the stream, there are, you know, I stay positive about things. We still have a house. We still have food. We're still able to afford to be a family. We're fine. We will make it. Texas State Fair would never be clean or have pleasant smelling bathrooms. I know. Sadly, I know. But yeah, Washington State Fair was absolutely fantastic. What else up here has been really? I think the only thing I think, like, when it comes down to it, because what we thought we were going to get as a house was in Olympia, the state capital, which is like, in a normal city, or a normal kind of like area, it would be like maybe a 20-minute drive, 25 minutes. Here, with how backed up Interstate 5 gets, it would be more around an hour and a half. So, I think it worked in our favor that we wound up being on the base, because the traffic on Interstate 5 alone is a nightmare. And it's just because it is a it's the main highway. It's what everybody wants to drive on. But I don't know. I have not found anything so far that I don't like here. I don't mind traffic. I'm a guy. You get me in a traffic jam, that's fine. It just gives me more time to be chill and listen to my music. So I'm good with it. Or, you know, goof around with the kids. I like that mindset. No matter how difficult things get, it's important to keep going and move forward. Yes. And it definitely has been difficult at times. But, you know, I could let all the negative things that have happened affect me in a way that would bring me down, keep me from doing things, or I can draw strength from it and move forward. And so I choose to draw strength from it. Where are we stationed now? Joint Base Lewis McChord. So it's an army. It's mainly an army base with an Air Force airfield attached. So the Air Force here has like C-130, C-5 Galaxies, C-17s, basically the big jumbo ass bitches. The Galaxies I see frequently over on the Army side because they're putting Black Hawk helicopters into it, having them basically running the transportation of those helicopters. But we found out that this is the 4th largest military base in the world. And it definitely has shown. It takes, for us to go from where we live and get over to the Army side BX, which is like the main store for them. We have a BX, you know, down the road here, but it's shitty compared to the one that the Army has. The Army has a really nice one. So on the weekends, we go there. And it takes us about a half hour to go from our house to that side of base. A half hour. Like, that alone is ridiculous. So it's kind of put that in perspective of how fucking massive this place is. But this is also the number one deployment for anyone in the Army. So if anybody is in the Army gets stationed at Fort Lewis, they're probably deploying somewhere. They're probably going out and going somewhere all the time. I mean, they're always throwing guys all over the place. It's very active. But I mean, overall, I really love it up here. So far, those I've interacted with, you know, in the neighborhood and everybody's been really kind, really welcoming. I have not had a bad experience yet. Well, okay, I've had one. It's not a bad experience. I have very deep concerns and a very odd feeling about Emma's teacher. And really it comes down to Emma's teacher seems like she doesn't know how to control a classroom. That's our neighbors here in Texas. Daily commute, yeah. Hoping, crossing fingers, Kristen doesn't. Being a chief, she really doesn't have to worry about that, especially if things are going to go the way that we're basically hearing rumors that they're going to go. Kristen may be moving into a position that will basically guarantee she's not going anywhere. That her days of deploying probably aren't happening. So here's the current rumor that we've got is here in October, we wouldn't know when, but sometime in October, it may be coming down that the position Kristen currently is in is being eliminated. And, you know, they're basically taking that position away. They're doing a lot of restructuring in how they set up basically the top end of bases. And so her position here would be gone. Now, that would mean we would be getting notice that we're going to be moving again. But on a positive note is the position Kristen would want to go into. She's gotten really close to the chief there, who currently has that position, and he's actually getting ready to retire. And during their discussions, you know, Kristen made it clear that she wants to get out of like career field and she wants to go more on the broader scale and be more, you know, I want to work group. I want to be more of the, you know, personnel administrator rather than equipment and all that stuff. She's like, I want to focus on people. And that's what she's good at. She's good with people. And since that's the job he has and he's retiring, he's actually working to see if he can groom her for that position. And then when he retires, for her to take that position. That's what they're currently trying to work out. Now, still depends on whether the Department of Defense, Department of War, whatever you want to call it. It's still Department of Defense to me. It depends on what they ultimately decide. But if they say, yes, her position's getting axed, and say, no, she's not going to take that position, then, yeah, we're going to have to move. So, may have set all this stuff up in this house for nothing. Oh, sweet. So, we'll see what goes on. Honestly, I don't see any. I don't see them. I don't see them moving here from here, mainly due to the fact that she hasn't been here long. That they would probably just be like, you know what, we're not going to spend the money to move you when you got somebody retiring. We're just going to throw you in that position. We'll see. You never know. But it is what it is. I mean, we already know that with her becoming a chief, it means it's become very political, and it also is you will be moving every couple years, period. So we know we're going to be moving a lot, and that's where I'm starting to go, all right, how can I refine things for streaming that while I'm moving, I can stream still and still function and do all the things I need to do, and hopefully not skip 3.5 months like I did. So, welcome back, Gecko. So, you know, adjustments, and that's what we do. We take whatever's given to us and we adjust. We might be moving soon to closer to Legoland, New York, since Nexus liked the area, but all depends on the houses we look at. I get that. I get that a lot. Kristen and I, we don't have funds to buy a house. We really don't. Honestly, we have our struggle points financially. Again, we're not doing without. We just have our struggle points. Like we wish we could do more things, like more experience and such, but we're financially limited to be able to do so. So, ooh, very close to a delight. Ooh, I want to be close to Legoland. That'd be nice. I like Legos. I've actually thought about doing some streams where I actually do like Lego builds. I've actually thought about doing that. I don't know if you guys would enjoy me doing Lego builds, but oh my God, do it. Fair enough. Insurance calls are frustrating. No shit. God, I know your pain on that one, Gecko. Okay, Crow says yes. I got it. Did you see the shirt design my sister got me? Goosebusters? Yes! The Goosebusters I thought was amazing. No? You don't want... Is that a no? You don't want me to do Lego build stuffs? Thought about diamond painting streams. I think that would be awesome. I've watched Izzy and Emma sit and do diamond painting stuff, and there is a level of satisfaction in watching. There really is. Botanical builds. Ooh. I don't know if I do botanical. I have like a few sets that I need to put back together. So like it's all broken right now. But like I want to rebuild this one. I want to put it back together again. I miss having this one out. Kristen actually got me one that's the architecture. And the architecture one is Falling Water. That one took a while for me to do, but I really liked building it. Like I was surprised at how fun it was. Diamond painting has been everywhere these days. I think one of the nice things about it is you don't have to put a lot of thought into creating the picture. But the diamond painting, you get to make something look unique, and it actually looks very relaxing to do. Been doing diamond painting for 8 years. Seriously, you should start doing diamond painting and streaming it, because I honestly think that's a niche that you could really explore, and I think that's the kind of relaxing vibe a lot of people like to have these days. With how crazy everything is, people want to have that relaxing vibe. I'm not gonna lie, Gecko. I think that would really anything of that creative nature you like to do, even baking, some of the stuff you bake and everything, like you could do so many of those things, the arts and crafts and baking and things like that. Legit, you could actually really hone in on that and make a great channel. 100%. You got to do that 50,000 piece Death Star. I wish I had it. A lot of people getting into it. My neighbor told me yesterday she's got her and her kids doing it. Yeah. Have you like Rusty Rhymes? I don't know if you guys have been following Rusty Rhymes. He and I kind of started getting to know each other. But one of the things that I have really loved about his streams, of course, okay, whatever. One of the things I love about his streams is that he and his wife both work together on it. And she'll be in the kitchen and she's just making, their dinner or something. And so you get to watch her prepare and, prepare the food and everything and make the food. And he basically acts like a producer as well as side personality. And so, and it honestly has been a joy to watch the two of them work together. And one of the things I think is hilarious is that he's not very affectionate. Like he's not one that does the physical affection a lot. She does. And so they have a channel point where he has to get up and go give her like love. And so I'm like always the one triggering that. I'm like, go love your wife, go love your wife, go love your wife. But there's always, doing those kinds of things that are even just like, simple daily life or whatnot. You would be surprised the amount of people who enjoy just that, where they just get to sit back, ignore the world for a while, and just, enjoy something fun like that. From everything, the thing is 100% covered, including anesthesia. Also gave me the billing code to make sure. There you go. I'm glad everything's covered. Him and his wife with the baking streams. Oh, yeah, I love it, too. I still want to see Rich cook on stream. Right? I would love that. I would absolutely love that. That's actually... So, I'm looking into PTZ cameras. Like the OSBot. So here, we're going to bring up Amazon real quick. Because there are some good deals on PTZ cameras. And I would love to be able to take some and really work with being able to like go downstairs and do some like cooking streams with the wife or whatnot. Because we've been doing a lot of getting into our cookbooks and oh my God. Yeah. Getting into our cookbooks and cooking. So I think that would be, something fun. Even people are okay with voiceovers too. So YouTube videos wouldn't be bad either. No, you can absolutely do that. I mean, you can take, and the thing is, you can do both. You can both do a live stream of you doing it, and then you can convert things. Scarlett, you okay? Do you have an itch?
This is a reminder that ads will begin in 30 seconds. Please be ready for them.
Yeah, I love you too. Lost my thought because she was making so much noise. Yeah, anyway. I forgot what I was going to say. Dang. I love you too. Well, anyway, we'll do our ads real quick. And then we'll go looking at some cameras. Because I like looking at cameras. What movie do we have? It looks all green and shit. Come here. Yes, that's the goodest girl. Who's the goodest? Who's the goodest girl? Who's the goodest girl? Oh. Say hi. Hi, Scarlett. There's the puppers. Hey, people want to see you. What? What's got your attention, baby? Look at that puppy! I know, right? She's my girl. Casino? Oh, maybe. Quite possibly. Hi. You want kisses? Showgirls? Man, there's a movie I haven't seen in a very long time. Probably because it's not that great. Who's your good girl? Oh, this is the good girl. Scarlett being the good girl. Yes, she is. Oh, look, who's got that waggy tail? Who's got the waggy tail? Who's got the waggiest tail? Oh, what a pretty girl. Oh, our pretty girl. Yes, who's the prettiest girl of all? Yes. Yay, Marcus Soflo! Oh. Oh, did I find a spot? Did I find a good spot? Yeah, yeah. Do I get kisses? Thank you. Love you too. So she has definitely been very attention crazy lately. Well, if you're tired, go lay down. If you're sleepy, go lay down. Oh, there's Mom. Go get her. She'll now give you 45 minutes before you can stop scratching. Well, she's been having some really itchy skin, and a lot of it is just she needs a bath. She really does. I was going to give her one this past weekend, but I felt like crap through the weekend. I don't know what I think, like, my stomach was upset. I was getting headaches and everything, and I think a lot of it was just, like, coming down off of a lot of the chaos that had happened. That, you know, not being under that stress for, you know, for once was, like, just, like, your body wants to shut down type thing. This is what I want to look up. Okay. Am I funny? Funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown? Dude, okay. For those of you who are around it was 3 years ago that we played bracketeering, and it was who is going to be the next president, or no. Yeah, no, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And it was who was going to be the next president of the United States, and it came down to Ariana Grande and Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci won. And then on the short, I made, you know, the Obama poster with him. It was so good. There's a bug going around here. Ooh, no. Bug's no good. I don't like it. Remember that Victorian recipe I showed that Yes. Did you make it, Jaster? No, but no. Oh God, no. So like they have deals right now on on like the OSUPhoenix Tiny SE. I've thought about getting it only like $100. And then I thought about like taking that, and you guys would be able to like change the camera, and you'd be able to get that and like have the ability to pan it around and whatnot. I thought that would be really cool. Hey, Cheeks! What up, girl? Recipes in the book. Oh, no. Yes, yeah. So the OSUPhoenix does. eMeat came out with their own, the Pixie. I've been curious. I've been using eMeat for their $40 lights for my green screen to light it, and it's been working great. Thank you. It's good to be back. It really is. It's nice to be streaming again. Like I kept thinking, oh man, get the 4K one. Why do I need the 4K? I don't broadcast in 4K. So if I'm not broadcasting in 4K, why should I get a 4K camera? So I was like, if I just stick with one that's a 1080 and just has a high frame rate, I should be good. So that's the reason why I was thinking about, you know, the OSUPhoenix, but I was like, get the OSUPhoenix too, because at least it's updated and it should be able to track you a lot better. You have one like that? I have a 4K and it's not a big difference. Yeah, I didn't think it would, because like I broadcast in 1080p, so the 4K would not be enough of an impact visually, because I'd just be taking that visual quality and downgrading it. So 4K. Well, I've actually been invited by Twitch to stream in 2K. I haven't done it because, you know, this is the first stream back, and I wanted to make sure that basically the internet, like me streaming with the internet, was going to be solid. And I'm going to go ahead and say I've been streaming to both YouTube and Twitch right now, and we have not dropped a single frame through the internet, like not one frame. So might have stable internet, which is awesome. I have the Insta360 link and highly recommend it, but the OSBot seems to be cheaper and have a bit more functionality, maybe less quality hardware, but if you're not throwing it around the room, which nobody should, does better build quality matter really? I think it really depends. So for somebody who moves a lot like me, you know, I move quite a bit. And so I think the big thing is, you know, will it withstand multiple moves? Which would normally be an issue, except for one thing. And that is, I keep every single box. And I put everything back in the box before we move. So I literally rebox everything, because if it showed up fine in this, it will be fine being transported in it. So that's what I've done a lot to kind of mitigate some of the damage things that could happen. So for me, it really does, build quality does matter to an extent, but as long as I keep the box and the packaging, I'm usually okay. And if I feel like the packaging didn't have enough, I'd take some bubble wrap and put it in there just to give it that extra little bit of protection. What about a head camel? I don't know. What about a head camel? Okay, a head camera. I've thought about it like a GoPro. I've thought about doing something like that, but I'm like, I don't know. Izzy wants a GoPro, so I was like, you know what? When she gets a GoPro, we'll see what it's like with that. Well, let me see how her GoPro turns out, and then I'll kind of like judge from there. I like the idea of a PTZ camera just for the simple fact that it automatically follows you and keeps track of you. I like that. Especially if I'm going to be doing something where I get up and I move around the room. The only thing is then, you know, when it comes to what I'm doing here on, you know, with all the Blender stuff and the green screen, that kind of negates some of it, but I don't know. I don't know why I'm like stuck in this. It needs to be this immersive look and feel, and it needs to, I don't know. I'm weird like that. I've got this little beast Dell Ultra Sharp webcam, which is 4K, but supports Windows. Oh, Windows Hello. Interesting. It's also great for when you want to do face down camera. Ooh. Never thought of that before. Does a head camel have 1 or 2 humps? 12. Yeah. GoPros are very pricey. Izzy wants one, and I know a lot of it is when she does the Therian stuff, she wants to be able to film in that first-person perspective. So I know that's like her big deal with that. But then that, you know, there are things like this where you get this. Oh, wait, that's the expensive one. There was a cheaper one. Hang on. That looked like that. I thought. Maybe I was. Oh, yeah, this. Where you get this Halo X Pro Dual Webcam PC. I was like, I'm curious to see what something like this, like how this would perform. You know, I like the idea that it has 2 different cameras. But is it actually going to function the way you want? Or is it just going to be bleh? And the other thing is I want to be able to take something like the Insta360, and I want to be able to program controls with Streamer.bot to where you guys would be able to tell it go left, go right, go up, go down. Like you guys can manually track it so you can look around the room if you wanted to. I like that idea. Now that's not original. That's Nutty did that. And I loved that idea where chat can control where they want to look in the room. They can then zoom in and, you know, oh, you have collector's editions. I want to take a look at what collector's editions you have and blah, zoom in and whatnot. I like that idea where you can then explore more of my personality by controlling the camera. I love that idea. So, I mean, this is where my brain's going. Originally, I had thought about doing security cameras, and then I realized how much of a pain in the ass that would be. So, launch that little drone that follows you. Oh, God, don't get me started with drones. Izzy wants a drone too. Isabel wants all the really expensive technology, and I'm like, oh God, you're only 11. It's only going to get worse. I know, because I've been there. I have that, and I hide a laminated logo and make my chat control my cam with channel points to find the logo. Oh, nice. That's a really fun game. Nice. I really like that idea. She's your mini-me. Yes. Very much. Going dog walks. Talks with OSU. I've actually thought about doing that. Now that we're somewhere where that would be more viable. I just wonder, what my neighbors are going to think, because they're going to be like, what the hell is with this self-obsessed guy? It's like, look, guys, I have an audience, all right? Like, I have fans. Don't have an OnlyFans yet, but I have fans. Jesus. Anyway, speaking of Izzy being a mini-me, there is one phobia Izzy has that I just can't wrap my head around, and I'm trying desperately to get her to realize it is a stupid fear. Guys who are on riding lawnmowers and they cut like big properties and whatnot, like they're contracted. Yeah, the guys on riding lawnmowers scare the shit out of Isabel. And it's because when we were in Alaska, there was a group cutting, the grass up there. And while she was on her way home one day, there was one heading in the same direction as her, behind her. And according to her, when she turned around and looked, he gave an evil smile and chased her. And I have explained to her numerous times, he probably just smiled, acknowledging that you were there, and he was just mowing that direction because he was doing his job. Like, trying desperately to get her to realize these are not bad people. Comic book villain origin story right there, right? Like, I wish it wasn't, but... So, last week, the current thing is I walk Emma to school because her school's literally down the street. And I take Scarlett with me and, get Scarlett a walk in, taking Emma to school and then bringing Emma back from school. So, Scarlett and I get about 3 miles of walking every weekday. One day last week, Scarlett and I were walking home, and Izzy is walking towards us, because her bus stop is by somewhat near the house. And as soon as I saw her walking towards us and I looked a little bit further, there was a group of people, a group of mowers who had their riding lawnmowers. They're getting ready to start mowing, and I knew exactly what was going to happen. And I'm sorry, guys, I kind of lost it, because I have been trying for, I think, 2 years now, something like that, to get her to realize these are not bad people, and that what she experienced was her immediately going to worst case scenario. And so I, try to explain it to her. She's freaking out. So I'm like, look, do you want me to stop one of these guys and just show you that they are not bad people? And I was like, fine. I walked over, I stopped the one guy. I'm like, dude, can you just kind of help me out here? I need to show my daughter that you guys are not scary, bad people who are going to hurt her. And so the guy was like super nice. He sat there and he was chill. And I kept going, Izzy, is he trying to hurt you right now? No. Is he smiling? Yeah. Is he smiling evil? I don't know. And so, you know, I saw people walking around and everything. I'm like, is anybody around here walking? Like, is any of them around here panicking? No. Then why are you the only one? And so I had to sit and like have a real long conversation with her about it. And I'm like, what you need to start doing, because you're a very emotional child, is you need to start realizing that when your fear starts up and everything, you get so far into the emotional part of your brain that you do not use the other part, the logic part. And like, we need to start logicking. So I'm trying to teach her how to like start switching over to the other side of her brain. Hi. Hey guys, the wife's here. Look, she's here. She's probably only here for like lunch.
Okay, I'm getting ready to leave.
Okay.
I just wanted to come say hi.
Okay. Look at that. Hi, wifey. Hello. Hey,
Hello.
oh.
Miss you all. I'll join at some point. All right, I love you.
Love you too. Have a good day, okay?
Are you saying hi too?
She's wanting me to stop streaming.
Oh.
She wants me to stop streaming.
She's like, it's been a while. I'm not used to this. You can say hi.
You got your stream treat. That's the thing. You got the stream treat. Yes. Jello special agent.
Hello.
Yes, it is the mama OSU. She's Mama Tiger.
I'm a tiger.
Mama Tiger. Love you, babe. Bye. Have a good day. Super supportive wife. I don't play the lottery because I hit the jackpot with her. And that's all it needs to be. The world can seem pretty sinister as you're growing up. Stephen King has made buttloads of money. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kristen is a gem. Absolutely. Seriously, like her acceptance of who I am as I am is so much different than like any other relationship I've ever had. It's so wonderful. And the fact that we have our disagreements, but we don't fight. You know, we keep it civil. Because I'm like, I'm not going to stay mad at my wife. There's no reason to. And she's never going to do anything that's like, that we should fight, like scream at each other about. There's never a reason for that. So, you know, we don't have to worry about that. Yes, baby, I know. Oh my God, this dog. But yeah, so I'm working with Izzy to get her to realize that her fears is not what she thinks they are. And she actually came to me later that day, like about an hour before bedtime. And she's like, Dad, I really want to thank you for talking to me about that. I know you're right. I am, you know, letting things get to me. She's like, I want to work on it. And I'm like, that's fine. I'm like, I just want you to understand that most of the time what you fear is not necessarily something you should fear. I'm like, because if you look around and no one is panicking, no one's freaking out, no one's screaming danger, I'm like, what are you worried about then? And I'm like, it's the same when it comes to me and being in an airplane. The reason I can look fine in an airplane and look like it, I'm okay with it. I'm like, I'm scared to death of being in an airplane. But I also look around when we hit that turbulence. It makes me feel like we're going to fall out of the sky. I'm like, I do a quick logic check where I go, one, is anybody else panicking? Is anybody freaking out? No? Okay. Are the flight attendants like screaming, brace for impact, duck, cover, or anything like that? No? Okay. Is the pilot coming on and saying anything about, we have a problem or anything like that? No? Okay, we're good. So, like, and I explained to her, I'm like, I have to sit and think about those things. And I'm like, anytime I think about it, oh God, what happens if the engines go out? We're going to glide. Because even though you lost the engines, you still can glide down. Like, it may not feel comfortable, but you can still do it. I'm like, I have to get out of the emotional and move into the logic and talk myself through, why I'm being irrational. And so I think me explaining how I have to deal with it, how I approach that and deal with it, I think it does help her. So hopefully she'll work with that and really work to get over that fear. And I'm hoping that once we get over the lawnmower guy's part of this, a lot of the other things that she fears will start following suit. So we'll see. I was scared of riding mowers for a while, but that's because I watched horror movies. A guy started his, and then a mind-controlling virus thing had him lay in front of the Happening. Yes, I know that one. Where the plants got pissed off at us and decided to control us to our doom. I know that movie. Good thing is, she got a high sense of awareness. She just needs to learn how to know the difference between danger and what's not. Right, and I mean, she's 11, so she's only just beginning to come into that point in her life where she can start comprehending those things and really work with, reconciling all that. And, I told her, I'm like, there are times, you're going to have irrational fears. There are times you're going to start fearing stuff and you're not going to know why. We all go through it. And there's various things that can present themselves that way. And the biggest thing is to just go, you know what? It's not as bad as I think it is. And just talk yourself through it. And there's nothing wrong with doing it. Yes, baby. Oh my God. I do not know what's with this puppers. But man, she is like all up my junk. But yeah, so I'm hoping that, Izzy will start really working with that and she'll come to me and I can, continue to give her that encouragement and help her work through. I know what it feels like. I was 13 when I watched it. The Happening, I don't think I watched until I met Kristen. I think we were married for a year before I watched it. But yeah, that lay down in front of a lawnmower, I remember that. Like that one, that was such a vivid, it was such vivid imagery that it's just like, it does stick with you. It really does. Of course, my fear of clowns when I was a kid was the way the clowns looked in that bedroom that Grandma wanted us to sleep in. The way the clowns looked, they looked like they were evil to me. And that's what it was as a kid. Frando! Hi! How you doing, Lacey? It's good to see you. Thank you for resubbing.
Sir, this is your 5-minute warning. Twitch is demanding
38 months.
advertisements.
So 3 years and 2 months. God, has it been that long? Yes, Scarlett. Oh my God. Still hate porcelain dolls. Yeah. Kristen had a porcelain doll that scared the shit out of Izzy, and Izzy was like, no, that can stay in a closet. Get it away from me. Yuppo! How am I doing? I'm considering everything that happened over the past 3 months. I'm doing okay. I'm finding ways to handle the grief and everything that went wrong. I've learned to find positives out of it and find ways to continue moving forward. I'm just still like, it's been rough losing both parents in 7 weeks. Like that just will still always be baffling to me. But it is what it is, and it'll be okay. I believe in you, Stews. I have 2 in my kitchen. Ooh. Yeah, she really is trying to tell me it's time. She is. I had one when I was younger. I found a piece of drywall that came out in my closet. That doll is still there. No. See, I don't know. I think the porcelain doll thing is because they always have this look on their face that, you know, it's when it's permanent, and then they just stare. They just sit and fucking stare. And so it just gets unsettling because you got this face that looks near realistic, and then it just fucking stares at you. But I mean, the fear of clowns thing was literally because, you know, that room. And I told Izzy, I'm like, you know, I've gotten over the clown fear because I recognize that my fear of clowns was really just my misinterpretation, as well as, you know, these are just regular people. Unless they're John Wayne Gacy, which I didn't tell her about. I didn't tell her John Wayne Gacy, but unless they're John Wayne Gacy, I think I'm okay. Couldn't get me if it was screwed into the wall and a dresser in front of that spot, too. No, not wrong. That's actually a good way to take care of it. It's when they blink that you have to watch out. Yeah. You know, the Annabelle situation. Yeah. Oh, Lord. It's wild. It really is. Felix, shut down ads. We're just going to turn that off. I actually nicknamed my daughter Annabelle. Why would you do that? No! I mean, I get it. Mainly, so when Izzy was like, we were on Dias Air Force Base, so this would have been 2018, so Izzy would have been 4. Yeah. So when Izzy was 4, you would be lying in bed asleep and sleeping in because it's the weekend, and then all of a sudden you wake up to hearing this whispering. You look around, you're not seeing anyone, and you're hearing this whispering. Once you get up and look, it's your kid sitting next to your bed, whispering to herself because she didn't want to wake you up. There are times where it's like a child's logic just doesn't make any fucking sense. I didn't want to wake you up. Then why'd you come in here? My coworker dated a clown when she was younger, a guy whose job was being in a clown outfit and makeup. She is terrified of clowns, so she never saw him in his clown attire. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I did that? Ah, God, why would you do that? Then I slept on their floor. Oh, God, no. I would be throwing a cross at your face and being like, get out, demon! We don't do this today! The whispers themselves are noisier. It's more that it hits that frequency range that, like, immediately goes into the brain and makes you, like, shake. You know, you're just like, no, I don't want this. Kristen could never figure out why I would get so upset with the girls at times over things that seemed like nothing. I'm like, you have to understand, they hit that frequency that just, it's like this little splinter in my brain that's just slowly trying to dig its way through. And it just, oh, God, you hate it. You hate it so much. It's not that good scratch either. No. There's no such thing as a good scratch with that. See, and the thing is, Izzy was the one to freak us out. Emma never did that. Emma just did silly shit like take the TV remote and hide it under the mattress of her crib. It's like a mosquito instantly wakes you up. Yeah, something like that. I hate sleeping in a completely dark room always since I was a kid. See me, I'm so used to having to have a dark room, it's hard for me to go to sleep with any lights on. And a lot of that is due to the eye condition. Well, okay. The eye condition, plus I do not, I don't like to have the blinds open. These days it's for a different reason, but when I was a kid, yeah. When I was a kid, it was the scene in Ghostbusters 2 where Janosch is a ghost and comes to grab Oscar off the ledge and take him. That scared the shit out of me so hard, I could not sleep with, like, any window open or, you know, the blinds had to be shut. Like, literally, I can't look out the window at night. So, you know, when I was a kid, that's the reason why I couldn't have the window open in any way, shape, or form to go to sleep. Nowadays, it's because most of the time when the sunshine it hits my eyes, especially with the medication I'm on, even if I'm sleeping, there's an immediate sharp pain that happens with the burning. And then, I mean, it goes away after a few minutes, but as soon as, like, if I'm woken up that way where I'm, like, laying down and all of a sudden you get the sunlight in your face, it causes a lot of pain. So, again, as I got older, it's for a different reason. See, I love the dark, too. Have you ever considered the fact that you might just be living... living where? Living in a horror movie? Yes, I have considered that. If I'm living in a horror movie, it's definitely the worst horror movie ever made. Cause yeah, it's not even like scary shit. It's just really fucking depressing. My partner's room is pitch black and it's so peaceful. See, and that's me. You could put me in a pitch black room. That's peaceful to me. I have to have a little bit of light just that way I can see like the little bit of outline where things are, but that's it. I did have a fear as a kid of someone cutting my throat in a theater. What? Which was completely irrational because I saw it in some B movie. Okay, yep, nope, totally get it. In the Appalachian Mountains, they don't do that. Really? There was a film as a kid where a giant would grab children from their windows if they opened their curtains. It freaked me out. What the fuck movie was that? And where can I watch it? My biggest fear is getting put in a wheelie bin arse first. How do you get out? It's true. Getting put in one of those and then like not being able to get out because you're like stuck where none of your appendages will actually do anything for you. Oh, I totally get that. 100%. You have to close your windows when it gets dark. Yeah. Wendigo. Oh, Wendigos. Oh, man. Yes, I see you. This dog is giving me sad eyes. I don't like it. Tell the dog to stop giving me sad eyes. Oh, man. I don't know. I've been able to get over a lot of fears, though. And I'm happy about that. I'm happy that I've been able to just be like, you know what? A lot of my fears are stupid. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I guaranteed will never, ever go skydiving. I can tell you that now because over the 3 months, you know, that I haven't talked to you guys, I forgot to tell, I haven't told you about the nightmare that has permanently... It's like a permaban from skydiving. So, you know how like you'll have those dreams where you're falling, but you have a parachute. But you go to pull the string and like the parachute doesn't come out, doesn't deploy or anything like that. And so you're like, oh my God, and that's the nightmare. So my brain decided to really fuck with me. And it went, all right, your wife convinced you to jump out of an airplane. And you did this. You pull for the chute doesn't come out. Oh, but good thing is you got the lollipop. Pull the lollipop. Ah, the chute comes out. Chute comes out as soon as it catches the air and would normally like stop you. Instead, where the straps are holding on to the pack comes off. So the pack goes away and you still have the straps, but now you're not attached to it and you're falling. Once I had that dream, yeah, 100% not going skydiving ever. Did flash you? Who, me? Not that I know. Hang on. Woo! I'm missing some stuff. Pay attention to me, Daddy. I know, right? Guess what I'm excited for? Monster, the Ed Gein story. With Charlie Hunnam playing Ed... Ooh. That could be fun. I'm looking forward to that. It's been a good return stream. I'm glad. Considering I had zero plans. Many years later, they did have to slit my throat to take my thyroid out. Still have a slash scar. Yeah, Kristen has had a thyroid taken out, and I forget which one it is. She might have actually had a similar one taken out. I've done way too much research on Ed Gein. You can even ask Crowfeet. Ooh. I have not done enough research on Ed Gein. I feel like I need to now. Question, bud. Do you feel like doing a WWO promo? Depends on how fast you want me to get it to you. Because I'll be really honest. I'm like trying to baby step my way back into this. Like, I'm only streaming today and Winnable Wednesday this week. Because I'm not ready to go 3 days streaming yet. And I'm trying to, like... I'm trying to get myself together enough that I can start making YouTube videos again. So, just... It depends on how soon you need it. Like, if you need it by the end of the week, probably not. If I have some time to make a promo, like a few weeks, and like come up with ideas and things like it, because it's I'm gonna be a little slow getting into it, mainly due to the fact that my brain does get very distracted very easily right now, and so trying to stay focused on an idea and develop an idea and really invest into it, it's been difficult. Like, I have very much tried to get back into Streamer.bot, and the problem for me right now is I stare at it and I'm like, I just can't do it. Like, that's literally where my brain goes, and then I start falling apart and start crying, because then I start thinking about how supportive Dad was about me doing this, even though it was super high risk and blah blah blah. Like, I fall into this weird, well, it's not weird. I'm falling into grief. I fall into grief pretty easily. That's what it is. I'm sorry. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to grief. I'm not used to grieving. So, I know the process, but knowing the process and actually going through the process, man, those are two different things. Wait, what? When I saw Laurie Metcalf was playing Ed Gein's mom, my reaction was, has she ever played a normal mom? As far as I know, no. There's a movie I swear I've seen, and it's in relations to his stuff he did. So I dove deep into trying to figure it out. I might be a Mandela effect. Ooh. But deep down, I feel I've seen it. There's a certain scene I remember distinctively. Interesting. OSUPhoenix, I got to test play Jackbox Party Pack 11. Ooh, nice. There is one that uses your voice instead of typing. Get ready for your new favorite party game for Winnable Wednesday because I about shit myself laughing a lot at that game. So you're telling me I really need to step up on the Discord integration for the queue system. Got it. I guess I'm gonna have to contact Mustache Maniac then, because I have zero clue how to make that work. Oh, God. Baby steps. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to baby step in, and I know I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got like 4 commissions I got to get back into. And they've been so patient. They really have been. They have been incredibly patient. We're just glad to have you back. I'm glad to be back. It's again, I know it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to kind of get back into rhythm, but I know once I get into rhythm, it's going to be a lot easier for me to process certain feelings and certain reoccurring thoughts and whatnot. Fortunately, it uses your own computer mic on your end or on your phone, but damn, the game is wild. Interesting. Defo, take it easy. I'm trying. You found a mimic mod for repo? I'm curious. I'm understandably curious now. Yeah, I know I need to go because I got a pupper staring at me. She probably is like, I need to go to the bathroom, Dad. God, come on, let me go to the bathroom. Like, I bet that's what it is. It's called Fish Stick Protocol? Really? There's a game I wish listed, which is like Lethal Company and Repo. Ooh. Well, we will go easy. No, don't go easy on Winnable Wednesday. You go full force on Winnable Wednesday. That's what we do. It listens to in-game chat, then uses it against you to lure you to your death. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's actually really awesome. I tried Dungeon Box, and it's a lot of fun. Sweet. See, I missed a lot of good stuff. Damn. It's not fair. It's been such a disaster. Oh, it'll be okay, though. I was curious about Dungeon Box. Yeah, me too. But since you say it's a lot of fun, I'll have to look a little bit further into it. But I can definitely tell it's been a while since I've talked this much. That's another thing. I kind of had a feeling like talking was going to take quite a bit to get back into. So we'll get there. Need to do a Discord game night. Yeah, that would be really fun. I'm hoping to get on a more regular basis, getting movie nights together again. I'll work it out with the wife and everything, and hopefully, we'll be able to get some movie nights going and have some fun. So there's a lot of things I'm going to be working on to get better at. I'm already compiling a list of shit I need to fix for my own stream, as well as there are fixes I need to do for the tools I have out there, because the scheduler has a bug in it currently that I need to fix since version 1 came out, so it's all fun. I have a beta and can post. Ooh, yay. Sounds fun. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get going. Give my voice a little bit of a rest because yeah, this definitely is gonna take some getting used to. I also need to do some adjustments with the setup. I'm not happy with how the camera is placed and where I have to place it in relation to that, so I may have to move the desk around a bit and a lot of things I gotta play with. So hopefully at night I'm not working. Well, we'll figure it out. Let us know when you're not working, and we'll see if we can work with that. I think we can always make it work. Have a great night. Thanks for keeping me occupied at work. No problem. I do my best to keep you all occupied for something. Much love. I'm so glad for a great welcome back stream. Me too. Oh, shit. Oh, well, that's still an ad. Sorry. What? Papa Pee Pee Smurf. Is this German? Why does the one Smurf look like he is from the hood? Smurf beer. That's Easy E Smurf? Oh. Okay. The fact that Brainy is the one next to him, though. It's just not right. Ah! What the f... I have no idea what they're saying. I don't speak German. I want to, though. Oh, thank you. You've had too much. It's in Discord. Oh, goody. I'll have to check that out later. What? When did one of the Smurfs have a full-on fucking beard? I don't remember that episode. And what's with the frickin' Seven Dwarfs mask? What the shit is this? It's a fucking gnome? Are you sure? Yeah, really. Jaster, who hurt you? Did the doctor do something mean? What the ever-living fuck? Oh, I don't know. Jaster decided to put us through the ringer on that one. But yeah, okay. So I am going to get out of here, take care of puppers over here, give my voice a rest, and hopefully start mapping out some plans on what I want to get done before the end of the year. So, join me on Wednesday night. We're going to be back with some Winnable Wednesday. I think I got the time right. Yeah, I think I got the time right. But anyway, if I didn't, let me know. So, yeah, with that, my friends, I am going to take off. I will see you all on Wednesday, if not in your own streams and such. And, yeah, thank you for a great stream back. Yes, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, thank you for a great stream back, guys. Thank you for everything you guys have do for me. Like literally, the support that you guys have given me, the understanding you guys have given me, and just the overall kindness. I really couldn't ask for more. You guys have been way, way, way too kind. So thank you so much, all of you. I don't care if you've been here, you know, for 1 second or you've been here since the beginning. I appreciate all of you. So with that, I get out of here. I see you Wednesday night, and you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, my friends. Mwah.